Welcome in, everybody. Scott Stewart here with you, Alan Pulaski Citizen Live. And yes, once again, it is time for election night results. And we are in the beautiful offices of the Pulaski Citizen, just off the Pulaski Square. Our first time ever doing election night coverage. That's easy for me to say. And I am joined tonight by our one of our reporters, Chandler Harmon. Chandler, welcome in tonight.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
If you've been reading Pulaski Citizen, you've seen a lot of Chandler's articles. Chandler does a great job with his stuff. He's going to school. Right? You're going to school
Yes,
to be a
sir.
journalist, and we're lucky to have Chandler here. So he's going to join us tonight for our election night coverage. This is Pulaski Citizen Live coverage of the November 5th, 2024 general election. This is a Pulaski Citizen Live community event. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Pulaski Citizen Live as we get started up here. The county commission meetings are stuff that we do through Pulaski Citizen Live community events. It also includes, which includes this week's special session, which Chandler and I will be covering. Pulaski Citizen Live does live streaming, video, and recorded video events in our community. So just like I said, the county commission special session that's coming up next Tuesday, we'll be covering that. It will be live. Same thing for our city council, Pulaski City Council meetings. We run 2 of those live every week, every month. And the Pulaski City Council has a race on the ballot this year.
Mm-hmm.
We may end up talking about those if the election results get dragging out. We're liable to be talking about everything for the last 10 years if we need to. We intend to get back to recording or possibly live streaming our Board of Education meetings. We have kind of fallen off on that, but we're going to get back to that. We do events. This past weekend, I did Bodenham last weekend. Trick or treaters last week. Monday's Veterans Day parade and ceremony. Christmas tree lighting coming up. We've done those the last several years, and we're working on a little something special, Chandler, for the ice skating rink.
Yeah.
That's all Pulaski Citizen Live community event stuff. Of course, we've got Pulaski Citizen Live Sports, and it's on the air tonight. Matter of fact, Chandler,
I was there just a little bit ago.
Yeah, down at Bridgeforth Middle School, right?
Yeah. When I left, Richland was up. The girls team. It's supposed to be a really good matchup. They're both 4-1 from what Mark told me. And,
I think it was 10-8 at halftime in favor of the Richland girls, and of course we have had to tear away from that. If you want to hear that, you can go to Pulaski Citizen Live on our website, and you can find it. It's on the PCLGCH channel. You can also go to Mixler and search for PCLGCHS if you want to catch that action. They'll be done before we are. I can assure you of that. So that's all audio only with our sports. With a link, you can hear that on. Matter of fact, I put a link on Pulaski Citizen Facebook and the Pulaski Citizen Sports page Facebook. You can go click on that link right away and just go listen to those games. So we're looking to expand our local sports coverage, and I just wanted to drop this for anybody out there who's interested. We are actively seeking local sponsors for our sports and community events, but video brings different challenges, and that's what we're wanting to do. We're wanting to advance our sports, Chandler, from audio only to video as well. And so we need more resources. We have to, it requires more resources, more people, and more equipment and stuff like that. So we're actively seeking any businesses out there. We ask you guys to consider to help us. We've got a great group of sponsors that have been with us, most of them since the beginning of Pulaski Citizen Live. We'll talk about those in just a minute, but we would love to have you guys jump in. We're about to get to our 3rd anniversary. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? January will be the beginning of our 3rd year with Pulaski Citizen Live. So we'd love to talk to you guys. Anybody that wants to partner with us, you can call me at 638-7592. You can email me at scott@pulaskicitizen.com. I'll get you in touch with sales reps Kelly Garrett and Tiffany Haygood, or you can skip me and just go straight to Kelly and Tiffany, which I would suggest. Either way, we love to have you join our PCL team as a sports or community event partner or both. So,
Scott, we've been, with me working with our Main Street preps, a lot of them are doing some really cool stuff with video. So I think it'd be a great benefit, you know?
Yeah. And we're part of Main Street. Of course, Pulaski Citizen is part of Main Street Media. And we've got the Main Street Media TV. We've got the Main Street Preps. Chandler does it. If you enjoy the Main Street Preps information that we put out on our social medias every Friday night, that's Chandler. Chandler does
that's
that.
me.
Yeah, so you're doing a great job with it too. So yeah, I mean, there's really, we try at Pulaski Citizen. We try to share our information across a broad variety of different kind of medium, different kind of channels. And we do it through websites, we do it through video, we do it through audio, we do it through newspaper, any way that we can do it. And we also give our advertisers and our sponsors the ability to get in on any and all of those. So don't forget to give us a look. And if you like what you see, join in with us, partner with us to bring all this stuff to the people of Giles County. So here's our basic sponsors, and then we'll take a minute to hear from them. Let's see. And so for community events like tonight's election coverage, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Pulaski, Haney Realty and Property Management, M&M Staffing LLC, PES Energize, Pulaski Natural Gas, and Winterburn and Associates Insurance. That's your community events. Now, some of those same guys with sports sponsors are Haney Realty and Property Management, PES Energize, M&M Staffing, STRHS Pulaski, Pulaski Natural Gas, First Realty Group, and Bank of Frank Ewan. So, as you can see, we offer either both or one or the other, and any kind of sponsorship that you'd like to jump into, we've got. And if you would like to do what we're doing, Pulaski Citizen Live, we'd love to hear from you. So let's take a quick break as we've gotten that out of the way. I just felt like it was something important because I know, and we've got a little bit of time, guys. Let's just go ahead and get this straight. I'll go over how all this breaks down in a few minutes after we take this break. But it's not. The results are not rushing out into the world yet at this very minute. So hopefully they'll come quicker than later. But we are going to sit here. That's the reason why I knew I had time to go through all that. And I know you guys are anxious to get it. We're anxious to get it as well. But they will come eventually. I have sat there for an hour waiting for the first ones to show up, and I surely hope, Chandler, that's not going to be the results tonight. But
hey, time will tell.
Hey, those guys down at the election office are working hard. We appreciate everything they do. They're a great bunch of folks, and we know that they're working hard to get those out just as quick as possible. But until then, let's take a quick break, let you hear from some of our community event sponsors. We'll be right back on Pulaski Citizen Live. Promise, I'm coming right back.
That technology's got to be stubborn sometimes.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPM.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESEnergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburr and Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburrinsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
Hey, welcome back into Pulaski Citizen Live's election night coverage here in the November 5th, 2024 election. Of course, we've got a lot of stuff on the ballot, and we are going to talk about that as we move on. I'll talk to you a little bit about how this works. But before we do, I'll just say a few things. First of all, I've got comments active on our system here. So if you got any questions or any comments you'd like to make, go ahead and make the comments. They will show up on social media, but they'll also show up here, and I should be able. So we'll try to answer anything that you guys ask as we move on. So just feel free to make your comments. I should be able to see them over here on the computer as we go along. I'll look and try to keep an eye on it out and see if I can help answer a few questions. You can also email me at scott@pulaskicitizen.com. I'm monitoring that one because that's where the results are supposed to come in. And so I'm going to tell you kind of how this works. I've been doing it a little while. I've done it a few times. So usually being the key word here, because you never know for sure, Chandler, what you're going to get. And nobody does. Every election seems to be different.
Right.
So the polls closed here in Giles County at 7 p.m. And anyone that was in line at 7 at their precinct got to vote. Okay, so once the polls closed and everybody's through voting, the precinct workers from across the county will be bringing their precinct boxes into the Giles County Election Commission office down in the basement of the courthouse annex down there at the Truist Bank. Okay, so after 7 p.m., the Election Commission usually starts verifying the early voting and absentee votes, and those are usually the first that come out. And this year, considering that we've gotten 8,500 early votes, which may not be a record, but it's pretty close to one. That means, if we look back at 2020 and we realize that early voting was about 50% or more of the 13,000 votes that we had in total that we had in 2020, which was a pandemic year, by the way. We realized that this 8,500 may be well more than half. And usually the way it works is the early voting that comes in, it usually ends up, unless it's a real close race in the early voting, whatever that comes in as, it usually holds up.
And Scott, whenever I was talking to Zena about it, there's a little over 20,000 total registered voters in the county. So,
right. So, the early voting usually carries a lot of weight. And it's usually the first thing we get. So while they're bringing the ballot boxes in, we usually get the early voting box. And then from that point, it's usually hurry up and wait. How long does it take them to get everything closed up in Minor Hill or Campbellsville? Or Linville. I mean, you're talking about 20 minutes at least from a prospect, from just about anywhere that they're coming from. So it's a hurry up and wait situation. And so once we get to that hurry up and wait situation, as they come in, for our purposes, just so you'll know, as we get sheets, as we get boxes emailed to us or sent to us from the Election Commission office. Our editor, Kerry Malone, is going to be crunching some numbers so that we don't have to try to do it right here in front of you, because y'all don't want to see me. Y'all don't want to see me taking off my shoes and socks trying to figure out how many votes we got. But so anyway, she'll be crunching some numbers. She'll keep us a good tally going as we're getting those boxes in. But the truth of the matter is, usually before we get all the boxes verified and sent to us, they get a total. And so at some point, we're just going to stop tallying those things. And next thing we know, we'll have a total sheet in front of us, and we'll know how Giles County's election went this time. So that's kind of the way it works. It's a general idea of what to expect. You know, we're hoping for a quick night. We always do. The last election was pretty quick. And I know, like I said, I cannot praise the guys down at the Giles County election office anymore. They have been working hard. They work real hard to make sure it's efficient, to make sure it's right, and everything is handled properly. So we know that they're doing a good job, Chandler. Just taking a quick look, if you want to look at the numbers that I gave you there, at some of at kind of what we got going on this year. Approximately 8,500 people voted early in Giles County. 2.2 million people voted early in Tennessee, and more than 80 million people across.
That's just crazy, you know.
Isn't it? It's really amazing. I don't know. We don't even know what it means, you know, because you don't know who voted. Was it the Democrats mostly or the Republicans mostly? And we're seeing as we're watching them call some states as we go along. I think Fox News has Trump at 111 electoral
72
votes,
to Kamala,
72 for Harris. So you know, way early. And I will say this too, and I'll say it again later, but we will shut this thing off and not have any idea who the president of the United States is. So we may not know this time next week. But for the reference, in 2020, by the way, 13,000 people voted in Giles County in that general election that was held in the midst of a pandemic. So I don't think there's going to be any surprises for Tennessee. Matter of fact, I told Chandler, as soon as 7 o'clock got here, they called Tennessee for Trump. And guess what? They did call Tennessee for Trump. He won Tennessee like 31 percentage points last time, 2020.
Large margin.
So you got anything to add before we take another break? We're going to break down these. We'll take a little time and break down the stuff on the ballot. But you got any thoughts before we move on?
Yeah. Interestingly enough, Fox has already called that Marsha Blackburn has won the Senate already.
Okay.
In the state of Tennessee.
Yeah, she was going up against Gloria Johnson. Gloria Johnson was one of those in the state house that got kicked out, I think, if I'm not mistaken, for that. West Virginia's been called for Trump. As I said, the electoral votes based on Fox News' predictions. I know there's other projections out there. 111-72, and we're way away from it because, like I was telling Chandler a while ago, that if the Republican does not have a big lead before they hit that West Coast, that West Coast can change the world. And as far as the election goes, so yeah, it's going to be tight. They've been calling it tight. We don't know most of as far as I know, the only ones that they've called are the ones that everybody pretty much knew. Like I think we all knew Vermont was going. Tennessee was going for Trump, and Vermont and Maine and all those were going for Harris. I mean, all the stuff that's been called are those. I don't think any of the battleground states have even.
No, they won't be called till some might. If you're lucky, might get called tonight. I'd expect most won't get called till tomorrow at least.
I'll say this too though about it. I'll say this about it though. One thing that I have noticed is that if you'll kind of watch the way those Senate races are going in those states, if they are going blue for the most part, you can almost bet that the presidential is going to follow with it. But that's not, that's just some of the stuff I've been watching here. Virginia looks like, because of a lot of the Democratic senators are going to be going to blue. Then I think Harris is also going to take that. Did they call North Carolina for her yet?
No, not yet. She was leading last I saw.
She was doing really well in North Carolina, which is that would be one of those battleground states because they fought over that. They stayed. Matter of fact, Trump did his last rally last night in Raleigh, North Carolina. So,
and interestingly enough, they still haven't called Ohio, and that was one that I thought was going to get called pretty early. So, A lot of interesting stuff already happening in this election cycle.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now I did mean to tell you guys, we want anybody and everybody out there. If you're interested to come up here to the Pulaski Citizen office, it's 110 South First Street. 101. I said 110. Excuse me. 101 South First Street, and you can come on in. I've actually went and got some chairs. Our friends over next door at Star Theater let us borrow some chairs and a couple of other pieces of equipment. So we would love to have you come up here and check out what's going on. We'd love to show you our new offices, which they're not brand new. We've been in them for about a year now.
Yeah.
And we love it up here on the square. That's the reason why we wanted to do our election coverage up here tonight, was because of the fact that we knew we could do it in our beautiful offices here on the square. So yeah, and also any candidates out there or any of the main players in, say, like the equalization vote, any of you guys that want to come up and get on with us as we find out some of these results, man, come on up. We would love to have you guys sit down with us and talk to us about how you feel about the way everything went for you in your election. And but anybody that wants to come up and watch is invited here at the Pulaski Citizen office, right on the corner of the square. In the shadow, if it was sun shining outside, it'd be the shadow of the Giles County Courthouse. So just keep that in mind. Hop in your car. If you're in Pulaski and Giles County, you know where the square is. We're right here on it. We'll be right back in just a few minutes after a few words from our sponsors here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPam.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburr & Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburrinsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
Welcome back into our Pulaski Citizen Live coverage of election night, November 5th, 2024, as we are waiting results. And just like you guys are, we're waiting for them. We hope to be getting them very soon from the Giles County Election Commission office. And we will start crunching numbers and sending them out there to you just as soon as we get them. But there's a few things on the ballot we thought we'd talk about, Chandler. We'll start off with the sales and tax equalization, which is a big deal here in Giles County. And if you, by the way, if you see anything change over there,
Yeah, absolutely.
or you recognize anything on the national scene, please stop me and let's talk about that, okay? So an item that was only on the ballot for the people voting in precincts outside the Pulaski city limits. So that's districts 1 through 5, and they were voting on this issue. This issue was passed inside the city limits, districts 6 and 7, back in 2008 is when they did that. If we have to get long with it, I can take you through the whole history of why that happened, how it happened, and what all happened. But just take my word for it. Back in 2008, this 1/4%, which is a quarter for every $100, was passed by the city of Pulaski, and it had to do with Sam Davis Stadium being upgraded at that point. So it is absolutely, guys, the best thing that we can do for our school system. And I've been on the side of helping people try to understand how good this is going to be for Giles County every time that we voted on it, which I think this is the third time, if I'm not mistaken. And look, I'm not a big fan of taxes, and I'm not a big fan of raising taxes. Don't anybody ever think any different. But this is not a new tax. The only bad thing about this is that less than 10% of the goods sold in Giles County may see a small increase in sales tax. I mean, that's outside the city limits. So otherwise, if you're shopping in Pulaski, you've been paying this tax ever since 2008. All of it has gone to pay for Sam Davis Stadium renovations until the last 5 or 6 years. And now we can reclaim half of that money that the city of Pulaski has been collecting and send it to our schools. There's no way it can be bad. Equalization in this situation means that due to the way the state legislature has set up our local option sales tax, half of the money collected in the city of Pulaski has to go to schools. We're talking about 25 cents on every $100 spent. So that's required to go to the schools. So we're talking approximately $400,000 out of that money going to schools directly. It has to. No choice. It has to go to schools. That allows the school system to continue to do things like what were you discussing just a minute ago? The boards.
Yeah, they're working on
some of the boards that they use. The
billboard,
the magic boards that they use in the classes, and teacher salaries, and just all kinds of ways that the school system can use $400,000 every year, and it's really probably even more than that.
And going off that, on the grander scheme, they're still doing their renovations of all the schools. They're currently working on Bridgeforth and Giles County, and they just did a few change orders for that due to some fire suppression at Bridgeforth in their meeting last night. So that money helps them as they're going. I mean, they're trying to renovate.
It all goes in the same pot.
Yeah,
and that's $400,000 that they don't have to put somewhere else. They can put it on teacher salary, which is what has been used mostly. The city of Pulaski has generously, by the way, for the last 5 or 6 years, donated $200,000 to the school system for teacher salary, but they don't have to do that. And at some point, something's going to happen where the city of Pulaski needs that $200,000, and it may dry up and go away. And so if we pass this equalization now, or the next time we bring it up, because there's no reason to stop bringing it up until we get it passed, because it's the best thing that you can do for our schools. It is a win-win for all of Giles County. And if you really, we'll talk more about it if we get down to that and we don't have any results coming in at that point. But at this point, just know that that's one of the best things that you can do for Giles County. So on now to the Pulaski Board of Mayor and Aldermen, where we have 4 candidates that are seeking 3 open seats. 3 of those candidates are incumbents. Ricky Keith, who has been serving as vice mayor, Randy Massey, and Larry Worsham. And challenging for one of those seats is Janice Marks Tucker, who came up just 2 votes shy back in 2022, by the way, when she also ran for a seat on the city council. Just a little bit of history. In 2020, Massey garnered the most votes in his bid for re-election. Worsham was second, and Keith was third. Those total votes of those 3 candidates, one of them had about 990, one had about 1,200 something, and Massey had 1,350, and that was 4 years ago. that kind of gives you an idea of how it went 4 years ago. Tucker ran in that race as well, but she was a write-in candidate, and there were a couple other challengers, Zach Garrett and John Amlin. So that was another, and that was kind of how the Pulaski race shook out back 4 years ago. In Ardmore, we have the Tennessee's Board of Mayor and Aldermen. They have 3 seats available as well, with 5 candidates seeking those 3 seats, Chandler. The only incumbent seeking to return to his seat is Wayne Harville. Challengers for those 3 seats are Harry Fortenberry, Sherry Hunt, Christopher Wilson, and James A. Bonner. So 4 challengers for 3 seats with a 1 incumbent.
So a lot of shakeup there.
There's definitely going to be a couple new people,
right?
Maybe 3. Just depends on how the vote goes. I think Wayne's done well in those elections. In 2020, the top 3 vote getters in Ardmore election received 180 and 225 for between 180 and 225 votes. So that gives you kind of some numbers to be looking for. Once again, that was during the pandemic. So that's the local city races. I tell you what, we're going to take another quick break. Listen, get a few words from our sponsors. We'll see what kinds of comments we got, see if there's anything you guys want us to talk about. And we're going to continue to keep an eye out, and hopefully we getting some results in very soon from the Giles County Election Office. And we thank those guys down there for all their hard work. And thank you guys for hanging tight. We will be back in just a few minutes. We'll kind of look at what's going on in the nation. We'll talk more about what's on the agenda and what's on the ballot for our U.S. and state races coming up here in just a minute, as you listen to us here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPM.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburr and Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburrinsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
All right, we're back here in Pulaski Citizen Live's election night coverage. And by the way, there'll be some polls closing on the national scene. Another set of polls will be closing here
In 11 minutes?
In about 11 minutes.
Yeah.
And right now, the electoral projection on Fox News is about the same at 111.72. Nothing really new going on there. And looking at the House majority, 53 Republican, 28 Democrat, and 43-34 on the Senate side. And go ahead.
I was going to say, to note on the Senate side, the Republicans have flipped one chair, and I believe that was in West Virginia. I believe that was one they've been saying they'd flip, but I'm not sure yet.
Right. There's a whole lot of electing to do before the night's over with. Right. So I wanted to take just a quick moment and just talk about what's going on in our state election, and we'll talk about our national election. When I get to the bottom of this, we're gonna have to start riffing. Are you ready? We'll start talking about all kinds of stuff.
We'll start talking about college football.
We'll talk college football. We'll library go back to the top of my list and redo it completely. You just don't ever know. But anyway,
it's funny. They're actually the first playoff polls dropped while the election's going on.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people have that on at the same time they're watching.
Go ahead and get that pulled up over there in case we need to get to it.
We'll have to
talk about it for sure. Hey, just to remind you guys, we talked about it. There is some basketball. Pulaski Citizen Live's first basketball games of the year are on right now. Bridgeforth Middle School, Richland Middle School is playing at Bridgeforth. Mark Mize, Dylan Manus are down there. They're doing that over. You can go to our Pulaski Citizen Facebook page, or you can go to our Pulaski Citizen Sports page Facebook, and you can find a link, or you just go to Pulaski Citizen Live on our PulaskiCitizen.com page or Mixler if you know how to use Mixler. Go in and search for PCL GCHS. They're on that channel tonight. So that's our first basketball game tonight. And whenever Chandler was down there, it was halftime, and the Lady Raiders. The junior Lady Raiders were leading the junior Lady Bobcats 10-8. Now I'm sure that game's over and the boys are already going. We haven't been able to find out what the results of those are, but maybe if we text Mark here in a minute our next break, we can find out how that went. But you can go listen to that if you get tired of hearing Chandler talk. So here we go. All right, in the state election, District 28 State Senator Joey Hensley, our state senator, the Republican incumbent, is running for re-election against Democrat challenger Dallas James. That was on the agenda, on the ballot. Mm-hmm. District 70 State Representative Clay Doggett, a Republican from right here in Giles County, is seeking re-election versus Democrat challenger Jason Luttrell. Now I have to say, Clay Doggett had his whole family was out here inciting people to honk their horns on the square today in favor of Clay. And so it was fun to watch them out there. You may even see a picture of them on the front page of the newspaper next week. You just don't ever know. U.S. Senate incumbent Republican Marsha Blackburn is being challenged by Democrat Gloria Johnson and several independents. But
we've already called that one. I think
we've got that one already called.
Mm-hmm.
So the Fox News has already called that one for Marsha Blackburn.
It was pretty handedly.
No surprise there. I don't think anybody's surprised by that, except for that commercial where she was baking the plates. Have you seen that one?
I've seen that. I just saw that for the first time this past weekend while I was out of town.
Somebody in our office, I'm not going to say her name, couldn't stand that commercial. But anyway, because I'm not going to say her name because she's here. If she wasn't here, I'd probably.
She knows who she is.
Yeah, she knows who she is. Incumbent Republican. So, okay, House of Representatives. The local House of Representatives seat is open with Republican incumbent Scott DeJarle running against Democrat Victoria Isabel Broderick and several independents. So that race that's our local House of Representatives, our local congressman.
I'm so glad you pronounced their last name because I wasn't sure
how.
Yeah, I haven't been sure how to pronounce that one since I saw it on the ballot. So.
He's been running. He actually ran, I think, for the first time back around 2010, and everybody got to know his name. Then he went to another district, and he wasn't our congressman. Now he's come back and he is our congressman now in our House of Representatives. So Scott DeJarle is running against a Democrat and several independents as well. Now, let's talk about the big race, the one that we're talking about. We'll probably get some, by the time we get through talking about this, we'll probably have some more numbers coming up. from the new polls closing, the ballot boxes closing. So, president, of course, the big one that on most people's mind is president. And if you don't know who's running, you must be a closet dweller. And anybody that had Marguerite Savage in a class at Giles County High School knows what a closet dweller is. But anyway, you should know by now that Donald Trump, the Republican, and his running mate, J.D. Vance, are running against Kamala Harris and as a Democrat, and her running mate, Tim Walz. And there's a slew of independents, too. I just got a couple of thoughts. And I'd like to get yours, too, okay?
Okay.
So I've never hidden my political preferences. But I want to echo a lot of what I've been hearing across the country, which is we've got to learn to be tolerant and loving towards everyone, not just those who we believe in. I'm fixing to give a sermon here, okay? Matthew 5:46-47, Jesus says, if you love those who love you, what reward will you get? Are not even the tax collectors doing that? And if you greet only your own people, what are you doing more than others? Do not even the pagans do that? What that means is it's easy to like the people, to get along with the people you like, but you should be especially kind to the people that you don't get along with. And that's what Jesus is telling us there. And I think we all should take that to heart. Instead of, we need to seek to understand each other, not find reasons to hate and belittle each other. Look, I want a particular candidate to win just as bad as anybody can think of. Others know that I know want the other person to win. So I think their candidate's going to be a disaster. They think my candidate's going to be a disaster. And this has been going on for 50, 75 years, however many
Something
years.
like that, yeah.
And every single time it happens, there's another most important election in the history of our country coming up 4 years later. The next one's always the most important. This one's always the most important. Oh, we're at a turning point. Oh, it's the worst thing in the world. Well, let me just tell you this. At the end of the day, it does not matter who is elected to any position, especially president, because Ephesians 1:20-22 says, he exerted when he raised Christ from the dead and seated him at his right hand in the heavenly realms, far above all rule and authority, power and dominion, and every name that is invoked, not only in the present age, but also in the one to come. And God placed all things under his feet and appointed him to be head over everything in the church. Jesus is on the throne, guys. And we ought to be thankful for, in all of this, is that we can even talk about who our leaders are, or it should be, much less vote for them.
And, I think
I'm going to get off the soapbox now. But, I mean, seriously, my whole thing is, let's stop fighting about who the president is. Let's stop fighting about all this stuff. Let's get past these elections and start living life and loving each other and taking care of each other, which is what God wants us to do.
And, I think we take for granted. There are so many countries where they don't get a say in who their leaders.
That's exactly the point I was trying to make. We ought to be happy that we can even talk about it.
We take advantage, we take for granted a lot of the stuff we're given. And that's one of the freedoms that, I think that we don't look at it as much of a freedom because we spend so much time fighting each other. But, it's that very disagreement that is a blessing to all of us, that we get to have a say in who we get to choose for our leader of this country.
We all want the other side to go away, but the truth of the matter is, who decides which side goes away? Anyway, so I promise you guys, there's one side that I want to win. I think it's right 100%. I think it's the best, and I can be pretty passionate about that. But once this is over with, let's let the government do the government stuff, and let's try to be kind and nice to each other and try to give that a shot, because we've been trying it the other way and it ain't working right now, just to be real honest.
And that's something I firmly believe that whoever God is going to put in charge, he's going to put in charge.
Oh yeah, I didn't even go there. I figured I had already jumped into the preaching mode too much a little bit. So if y'all want to hear more, you can tune in on my Facebook page and watch my Sunday school class every week. But really, the truth of the matter is, he's right. God's going to put who he wants in charge, and really, we are just fortunate that he allows us to live in a country where we can actually say what we think about it, and have a say in what goes on. So thank y'all guys for for letting me and Chandler preach here for a little bit and pontificate some. But I tell you what, we're going to take another quick break. We're getting real close to 8 o'clock. There'll be some more closures of polls, and we'll come back and do that. And then we're going to start riffing about what's been going on in Giles County and Pulaski, because you're talking to the two guys who've been covering most of it.
Okay.
So if you got any questions about what's going on, give us a call. We'll be glad to talk about it and that. But I can also start right back over where I started, and we can go right back through this list.
Copy and paste. Go right back.
Copy and paste. We will be right back in just a minute here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPam.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburr and Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburrinsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
And just like that, as I had predicted, Chandler, 8 o'clock on the nose. We got new numbers dropped on the national scene. Trump's gone up 178 to 113 with the new closures, but we have numbers for Giles County now. So we're going to start giving you some numbers. Carrie is back in PCL Central, and she's finding out exactly. She's crunching these numbers as we get them for us. So as we start getting a bunch of boxes in and getting those in pretty quick, she will start crunching numbers to keep us up with a tally until the totals come in. So we're going to start with the local. And, hey, you're going to surprise me because I guess I'm a little cynical. And you were asking me what I thought was going to happen with the Giles County equalization tax referendum. Well, guess what? I was wrong. I thought it was going to get beat. But right now, as with the early voting in, and it still could get beat, don't get me wrong, but with the early voting in and absentee in, 59.69% for the Giles County sales and use tax referendum. That's 3,557 early and absentee votes to 2,402 against. That's 40% to 59.40 to 59.69. So right now, if that holds up, it's passed. The referendum's passed, and the school system starts garnering that. And hey, there is a group of guys out there. Some of them you know, some of them you don't. Have worked their tails off on this, not just this year, but for the last really 3 times that we've done this. But this year they really went all out and did a good job of getting the word out so that people understood it. So kudos to you guys if this holds up. City of Ardmore, since it's next on my list. Right now, Wayne Harville has 24% of the vote, and Jim Bonner has 20%, and it's really tight on that third spot. Harry Fortenberry has 19.86%, 56 votes. Sherry Hunt 19.15%. So you're talking about 68 votes for Harville, 58 votes for Bonner, 56 votes for Fortenberry, 54 votes for Hunt, and Christopher Wilson has 45. It's pretty tight on the looks like Harville's got a pretty good little lead, but after that, it's pretty tight from those next 3, trying to get 3 seats out of those guys. In the city of Pulaski, this is another tight race right now. Randy Massey, as we said before, it looks like he a lot like what happened last time. 1,009 votes for Randy Massey, 26.71%. Next on that list is Ricky Keith at 984, 26.05%. Next is Larry Worsham. That's 925. It's 24.48% for Larry. So the 3 incumbents right now have the lead. Janice Marks Tucker coming in at 847, about what is that, 70, a little over 75 votes short of Larry Worsham. This is the early voting, and just remember, this is probably about half of the votes that we're going to get if we're not mistaken. Looking at the Tennessee House of Representatives race, District 70, that's Clay Doggett's seat. 6,405 votes for Clay Doggett, almost 80% of the vote for Clay Doggett. Jason Luttrell, the Democrat, 1,616, 20.14% for him. So, I just don't see any way that Jason could catch Clay in that race. So Clay, looks like Clay's going to win that one going away. And I'll be honest with you, I'll go ahead and call this sales and use tax referendum. I think that's a done deal as well. Mm-hmm. Looking at the Senate race, Joey Hensley is also running away with it. 6,108 votes, and this is Giles County, obviously. And Clay's is just Giles County too. Let's make sure we say that. He also has to get some votes in the other counties that he represents. So may back off of that just a hair. Same thing for Hensley. In Giles County, he's got 77.35% of the vote, 6,108 to James Dallas's 1,788. In the U.S. House of Representatives, Scott DeJarle is showing 50 in Giles County, 5,808, 75.88% vote of the vote there. Victoria Isabel Broderick with 21.65 at 1,657. Marsha Blackburn, as I said, they've already called that, 6,306 votes to 1,900 for Gloria Johnson here in Giles County. And for president, now hold your breath, everybody look out. This is one I wasn't wrong about. How about that? I know it's going to be a shock, but Trump and Vance, 6,473 votes, 75% to 2,028 votes. I'm sorry, 23.66% Harris Walls. I know Harris and Walls were hanging their hats on Giles County, but guess what? I'm sorry to be the one to break their hearts. They're doing just fine, by the way. Harris and Waltz have 113 electoral votes, and Trump has 178. So they're not. There's that race is nowhere near over. I'm just having a little fun because I think everybody who takes a breath knew that Trump was going to take Tennessee and Giles County. So anyway, there you go. That's your early voting. And as I told you earlier, the way this kind of works, that early voting came in now, an hour after the polls closed. So all the precincts are also getting in there. They're probably, some of them have already made their way into the Election Commission office. And these guys, like I said, they're doing a great job. I won't stop talking about how a great job that the guys down there do. And so before long, we'll start having these precincts roll in from all across the county. But right now, I'd say, it looks like 41.84% of the turnout. So this is actually a little less than what they consider. Well, they don't know what that was. I'll take those numbers back. There are 20,799 registered voters. We have 8,702 who have voted. So that tells you about where we're at. It's not quite 50% of the total registered voters. That is, if all the registered voters vote. I think we're right. I think we're going to be real close to 50% on these early voting numbers. And those numbers where they're more than 10%, you're almost at 20% with the Giles County sales and use tax referendum. Chandler, I think that's a done deal.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, we're looking at right now. It's pretty handily for right now. So I don't see it changing much with the final tally. Crazier things have happened, of course, but as it stands, it looks like we'll be getting that.
Yeah, we'll get that going, and that's great. That's, like I said, probably more than $400,000 a year going to the school system. Has to go to it. There's no choice there. Great thing. It is one of the best things that's happened for Giles County. I mean, you are getting $400,000 more a year. Or actually $200,000 because the city's already been giving you $200,000. Mm-hmm. So who knows? The city may decide to continue to give that $200,000 and you clear $400,000. Either way, you're getting it without spending any more. I think the number that was thrown out there was like maybe $10,000 or $11,000 is how much would be generated outside the city limits of Pulaski extra. So think about that. I mean, you're basically spending $11,000 to get $400,000, and it's great that we're getting that. So good. Absolutely. And once again, good job to all those guys. If any of you guys that worked on that want to come up and have a little say about it, I welcome you up here. One of them was in here before we got started, and but any of you guys that are out there, if you guys want to come up and just say a few words. You guys have worked really hard on this, and y'all ought to get a chance to come up here and say thank you to the people of Giles County for listening to what you. And that's what was important. The people were starting to get willing to listen to it, and then they did a good job of sharing the message. So that's pretty awesome. Let me see. I'm going to go back and just look and see. Like the Ardmore, that's close. I mean, you got between three candidates, you got 4 vote total, 58, 56, 54. Those 3 guys, and then of course you got Harville that's only 10, that's 14 above Sherry Hunt and 10 above Jim Bonner. So those can swing a little bit. What did I say? There was about 250 votes, 190 something to 250 votes that won it back 4 years ago, and that was during the pandemic year. So you're probably looking at you're probably gonna get another 150, 200 votes whenever the ballot box comes in. Down in Ardmore, the precinct comes in down in Ardmore, so that could flip some of that. Right now, Sherry Hunt and Christopher Wilson are out in that 3-seat race, but that doesn't mean that they're completely out. Any of them can still make a run at it from election day voting. In Pulaski, I mean, it looks pretty good for Randy Massey. All right, there's going to be 4 precincts come in from Pulaski that will vote in this election. So there's still some numbers out there. And I think last time Randy had 1,300 and something votes, and now he's got 1,000. So you're looking at maybe another 300 to 500 votes are coming in that could swing this thing either way. But right now it looks really good for Randy. And then Ricky, and Ricky's got 984, Ricky Keith, and Larry Worsham has 925. And then Janice Marks Tucker, 75 or so behind Larry. So the ballot boxes, if the percentages hold up, it's over. But if one of these precincts go heavy one or the other, then it could change some stuff.
And crazier things have happened than that.
So all right, I'm going to take a quick break again. As we said, Clay Doggett with 80% of Giles County, Joey Hensley with 77% of Giles County. DeJarlais with 75% of Giles County. Marsha Blackman, 75% of Giles County. Trump and Vance, 75% of Giles County. Right now, Trump is 178 projected to 113 at electoral. That is nowhere near anywhere close to being done. They got to get to 271, and there's a lot of different ways to get there. I still don't know if they've called any of the
No battlegrounds have been called
but we'll
yet.
check that out as we go. Once again, make sure you send some comments. Any questions you have, any comments you have, we'll try to jump on there. By the way, Ricky Keith, we do have a few snacks around here.
Just for you.
But somebody said tell you were really responsible for bringing those. So and Chandler's starting to look a little hungry to me.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, we invite anybody to come on up. Anybody you're invited to come on up and speak now that we've got these results in. Also, anybody come up and watch as we continue our election coverage here on Pulaski Citizen Live. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPam.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburr and Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburrinsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
All right, we're back. Giles County's election coverage on Pulaski Citizen Live. I'm Scott Stewart. He's Chandler Harmon. Hey, thanks to our great sponsors. I hope you guys are catching who that is because they are sponsoring. As I said earlier, we're starting to try to expand our sports coverage to video. And if you guys, any of you guys out there who are interested in being partner with us in sponsoring us being able to bring video of our local athletes out there, please give myself, Kelly Garrett, or Tiffany Haygood a call or an email here at the Pulaski Citizen offices. We would be tickled to death to talk to you guys about a sponsorship because we want to get our video started, hopefully, on our 3rd anniversary of Pulaski Citizen Live coming up in January. So hopefully you guys will call and we can make that happen. But hey, let's talk about, we've been talking about all this election mess. And really the truth of the matter is there's something really important out there that we need to talk about. And I'm going to turn it over to Chandler to tell you all about the first,
college football
playoff preview or whatever it is. Anyway,
yeah,
they got the new rankings out for if it was to end today, what would it be?
So the top 4 would be Oregon. This is in order. Oregon, who's 9-0. Ohio State, who is 7-1. Georgia, who's also 7-1. Interestingly enough, Miami, who is 9-0, is only at number 4. Texas will stay at 5, which they are, I believe, at the exact same spot in the current AP poll. Penn State's at 6 with 7-1 as well. Tennessee is at 7. And is also 7-1. And then the last 2 undefeated teams in college football playoffs besides the ones mentioned are Indiana and BYU, and Indiana takes 8 and BYU takes 9. Notre Dame's 10 with a 7-1 record. 11's Alabama with a 6-2 record, and the final playoff spot would go to Boise State with a 7-1 record.
Where's Auburn?
I know, that's what I was thinking.
I can't believe Alabama got in 6-2 and Auburn's 3-6 and can't even get in. What's going on?
I know,
All right, thank you for that. There's a question out there. Yes, we only have the early voting numbers out, and yes, that is being a little presumptuous to say that we feel like it's called. It's not called. I've just given my personal opinion at 60% with 8,500 people having already voted. That's going to be a hard number to turn to defeat that. But yes, the question was asked online. We only have early voting numbers, and yes, that is true. Nope, nothing's been called 100%, and we are not official, so we can't really call no more than Fox News is official or anything else is official. We are not official. I will say this: I'm kind of interested though. Out of 8,500, 8,700 people that voted right early,
Mm-hmm.
only almost 6,000 of them voted in that.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it?
2,500 people chose not to even vote in that, which is interesting. Well,
Some of those could be.
I'll tell you what the difference is. Some of those were in the city. Okay, yes. So some of that 8,700 was in the city. Okay, I almost got myself sidetracked. So yeah, those are pretty interesting numbers. And I just wanted to answer that question real quick. Somebody asked, and I thought it was, and I had told people if they would just ask, we'd answer the questions. There's another surprise. Harris took Delaware, and so
I'm surprised they're just now calling that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even wait to let the polls close to call that one.
That's right. So by the way, Trump's jumped up to 195. They called
Ohio.
They called Ohio for him. There's a couple others they've called for him. 195. All the flyover states are doing about what you'd expect them to do. Right now, we're just hammering down the ones that we know are going either way, and we're going to get to those. We're going to get to those 4, 5, or 6, whatever they are, that are really going to make the difference. That nobody can really tell what's going to happen, and that's where the difference is going to be in that race. And as I said earlier, if you look at the Senate races, it'll help you a whole lot on figuring out what's going to happen. But anyway, so.
And no presidential candidate doesn't get below 200 votes. 200 electoral college these days. So I mean,
No.
this is far from over. One way or the other.
Yeah.
We won't. We definitely won't know tonight, and we probably won't know for the next few days.
Yeah, we'll be talking about this. We may have to have another election night result next week.
The final election
get
night.
this figured out. We're still waiting on some more results to roll in from the Giles County Election Office. I am Scott Stewart, by the way, Pulaski Citizen Live, and this is Chandler Harmon. Chandler, in case you guys are just joining us, Chandler is a writer. He's been one of our reporters, and going to school. And he's been kind of a part-time reporter, although we work him a whole lot. Can't wait to get him full-time. I can really work him to death then. But you've seen Chandler. He's been covering county commission. He's been covering Pulaski City Council, Giles County School Board. A lot of the stuff that we're talking about here tonight, Chandler's been covering it and been doing an excellent job. And thank you for the good work.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he also, a lot of our video on Pulaski Citizen Live, he shoots the city council meetings. He shoots the county commission meetings. And then he helps me out. We do a lot of different stuff with our community events. I kind of talked about this earlier when we got started, and I'll hit on it again real quick. This is considered one of our Pulaski Citizen Live community events. We live stream video and record video events of our community, county commission meetings, city council meetings. We want to get back to doing the Board of Education meetings like we were doing them. Last weekend, I did the Bodenham, where they dedicated their new building at Bodenham. You got to get out there and see that. We did the trick-or-treaters right here on the square last week. Monday's Veterans Day Parade is going to be on Pulaski Citizen Live community and the ceremony on the community event. Christmas tree lighting. And we're working on something really special from Pulaski Citizen Live for the skating rink. So don't forget that we do have a lot of people think of Pulaski Citizen Live and it's all sports, and we love sports.
Oh, yeah,
and we love doing the audio sports, but we're going to really love the video too if we can get that going. So, but hey, we've been doing community events. The truth of the matter is we've been doing video community events since before there was a Pulaski Citizen Live, to be honest with you. We were already doing that. We kind of rolled that into what Pulaski Citizen Live was. So anyway, did we ever find out?
Yeah, we did. I was about to. So let me see. As of, no, it's been about 15, 20 minutes since I got this, and I just now got a chance to check my phone. The Lady Raiders won 33-26. And going into the fourth, Mark said that the men's Raiders led 32-29. So pretty interesting games overall. You know, Bridgeforth men's going into the game was 9-1. So it's interesting to see that Richland's doing so well against them. But you know, neither team is a pushover for sure. So
Fox News is basically projecting, because they just gave Cruz his seat in Texas, that the Republicans need 3 more seats to get to 50 in the Senate, and the Democrats need 37 seats to get to 50 in the in the Senate. So you know, the Republicans are bearing down on that Senate majority. They aren't showing much about the House right now, but just telling you what they're saying. And I know that everybody looks at different TV channels, different news channels, and I understand that. This is the one I'm used to watching. The reason we're watching it's because I kind of understand what their graphics are and stuff. So if you want to look, I tell you, AP is usually pretty stout to look at, and there's others out there. Everybody has their preference, and they're all going to be within a few numbers of each other. But right now, Fox News has Trump at 195. And Harris at 113. We have gone over the early voting numbers that we have received. And we can go back over those real quick just to give you those numbers. 8,570 people voted in the presidential election, and Donald Trump and J.D. Vance got 6,473 at 75% of those votes. 8,356 people voted in the United States Senate. 630. This is all Giles County only, by the way, and this is all early and absentee. We don't have any of the precinct votes in yet. 6,067. I'm sorry, 6,306 for Marsha Blackburn. That race has already been called. 75%. Scott DeJarlais, 5,808. There were 7,654 total votes. 5,808 for DeJarlais, 75%, almost 76% of the vote there for him. Tennessee Senate, Joey Hensley, there's about 7,897 votes in that race, 6,108 for him, 77% of the vote. As we said, Clay Doggett has done really well in Giles County, as you would expect. Giles County homeboy, 8,025 votes, 6,405 for Clay. That's almost 80% of the vote in Giles County. That does not, as I said earlier, he still has a couple other counties to clear out before he can be called in that.
You know, it's interesting going back up to the presidential one. I'm curious who the 4 write-in candidates were, considering we have so many independents you could also choose from.
Yeah. I would love to say. I'm sure some of them are pretty hilarious.
You know, I've thought about doing it jokingly before. Actually, did I say 10 write-ins? I can't.
Actually, there was 8
write-ins.
8 write-ins. Yeah.
Goodness, that's still. Yeah, it makes you wonder.
No, I'd say it's walk-in. I'm sorry. That's walk-in early vote. That's not write-in. Okay. Where's the write-in? I'm not sure where the write-ins are. So that brings us to the alderman. We talked about that. Randy Massey is the leader in the city of Pulaski race. He has 1,009 votes, and that's 26.71%. Ricky Keith has 984 votes. That's 26.05%. Larry Worsham has 925 votes. That's 24.48%. Janice Marks Tucker has 847 votes, 22.42%. In the city of Ardmore, as we called earlier, 68 votes total for Wayne Harville, 24%. Next up is Jim Bonner, at 58 votes, 20.57. Then Harry Fortenberry with 56 votes, 19.86%. And then 54 votes, 19.15% for Sherry Hunt. And once again, as we said, so far, early voting numbers for the Giles County Sales and Use Tax referendum, out of almost 6,000 votes, they got 3,557 for, that's 59.69%, 2,402 against, that's 40.31. We still have all 10 precincts to report on that, since it was only in 5 of the districts, and each district has 2 precincts. Still 10 precincts to come in. So you can't call it, and it's going to be hard to turn that around. It's going to take a whole lot of voting against to get to turn that around. Usually those percentages hold up pretty good, just to be real honest with you. But we'll find out as soon as we start getting some more of those results in. As Chandler told us, we've got there's a couple of things about the rankings, the playoff rankings that you went under. There's 2 teams with 2 losses. Pull that up.
There we go.
Alabama is the only one with 2 losses. And I know there's a bunch of Tennessee fans out there going, you got to eat shit. Yeah.
Hey, Alabama always finds a way in, man.
Yeah. Well, Alabama's the only one with 2 losses. SMU is the only one, and Iowa State are the only 2 out with 1 loss, from what I can tell, right? Now, there's some more. But SMU is the next one out past 12 at 8-1, and Alabama's 6-2. And I know strength of schedule, all that stuff. Don't start on me. I agree. And Alabama is probably a better candidate at 11 than SMU is, just because of who they played. But that's still interesting to see. And right past it, SMU is Texas A&M and LSU, both, and Ole Miss. Those 3 teams, all 3 of those teams, are right after SMU, 14, 15, and 16, all with 2
exactly.
losses.
And
it's going to be pretty interesting to watch this thing play out.
It is, and it's interesting with how the playoffs and their annual, their first one ever that's going to be like this. Oregon, Ohio State, Georgia, and Miami all get a bye week, so they will have the first week off. If Tennessee stays at 7 and Notre Dame stays at 10, they would host. If I remember correctly, or 8. So they'll host one of those, at home. Tennessee would have a home game, which would be good. Knoxville is known for its loud atmosphere, so a home game for Tennessee would be really, really good for them.
It would be real big. I'm surprised Tennessee didn't get up over Penn State, but anyway, that's
yeah, I know, right?
Here's always been my argument. Everybody's like, we got to have 12 teams. I'm like, look. If you lose a game, you lose your right to argue about it. That's the way I've always felt about it. And I like the old system. I don't mind this one, but people are going to be arguing about who got in, who didn't
don't
get in.
ever be happy.
You can have them 127, and the one that got left out would be griping because they thought they should be in. So, but anyway, it's fun to talk about. Here we are on election night talking about football and Bridgeforth and Richland middle school basketball. So that's great. I mean, what better can you do on a hot Tuesday night here in November? So.
And they say that causation does not necessarily mean correlation, but it's interesting to think that now that all of a sudden you can lose a game and get into the playoffs, most teams have lost a game in college football. Normally teams like Georgia and stuff wouldn't have a loss. I'm not saying that means that they're not playing as hard because you can lose a game.
I have to say this too: the SEC is not the same. And it probably won't ever be the same.
I mean,
the way things are now. I mean, you got Vanderbilt, and let me tell you something about Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's got enough money now that they're paying players. They've got enough money that they can do some damage.
Hey, they're giant slayers now. They took Alabama off and everything.
All right, we're going to take another break. We're going to be right back here on Pulaski Citizen Live's election night coverage.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPM.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburg and Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburinsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
Welcome back in, everybody. Scott Stewart here along with Chandler Harmon, and I'm trying, y'all have to forgive me for just 1 second here, as I believe I am trying to get my hands on something we've received, and it may is it the totals? I'm having a little bit of problem with my internet. Let me change internet sources here real quick. Because what I'm seeing, excuse me just a second. I'm seeing that we received another set of numbers, but I'm having a hard time, and I want to make sure that I'm not saying it wrong. So I want to see these numbers are, and it looks like these are totals.
I think that is.
Let me see. I want to make sure that I don't say something that is wrong. Election day. Public count 13,657, which looks to me.
Hey, you were pretty spot on with over half already voting, and
Yeah.
if that stands.
Let me just say this: I believe these are the election totals for the night. I don't see that on the summary report that I have here, but I believe that's what we have. I am getting more stuff as we go. So I'm trying to look. Y'all just give me 1 second, because I am not going to read. I'm not going to put something out there that's not true.
All right.
And so we're going to make sure that what I'm giving you. Now I keep getting several of them, but they all seem to be the same thing.
Well, while we're waiting, it looks like they called another state for Harris. I'm not sure which one that is, though. I'm waiting for it to go back around.
All right. Okay. So that is
Just to buy some time while you're looking at it. It is now 117 to 195, so it should have only been 6 electoral votes. I almost said delegates.
Okay.
That's the wrong type of election. That's primary talk there.
We'll go back to this one, because this one is more like the one that I was trying to find. This says this. Okay, I'm going to read these numbers out. I'm not going to tell you these are number of precincts are 15, right? Number of precincts reported are 14. So this is all but one precinct, and I don't know, and that may be some kind of absentee that we don't have. So this is with 14 precincts reported. This is the decision right here, okay? And so we're going to go back down to start off with the Giles County sales and use tax. And by the way, we do have one candidate here for the Pulaski City Council. We'll have him step in a few minutes now that we've got these totals. But Larry Worsham's here, and we invite all candidates from local races or any candidate that's in town that wants to come and speak to everybody for the just about their experience and thank everybody. And that includes anybody that has anything to do with the Giles County sales and use tax referendum, which we'll start with, and which, by the way, with 15 precincts reporting, 56.85% for Giles County sales and use tax referendum. That's 5,524 people voting for it. I think we can call that. I think that's a win right there. So
unless the other that one unreported district has over 1,000 voters in it, I don't think it's
got to that many in it. So and if it would have to have about 10 times that in it in order to do it. So we're going to go ahead and call that race. Looking at the City of Ardmore race, your top vote getter is Jim Bonner. Jim Bonner has got 22.82%, 175 for Wayne Harwell, 22.44%. And then the next vote getter at this point, Harry Fortenberry at 152. Now, Harry has a 2-vote lead over Sherry Hunt. So there may have to be some double checking and making sure. But we know pretty sure at this point that Jim Bonner and Wayne Harwell will be city alderman for the City of Ardmore. Most likely, Harry Fortenberry is going to be in at 152, but we're not going to get too carried away because that 2-vote stuff can get real iffy. So let's just wait and call that last seat once we know all stuff's in for sure. In the city of Pulaski, everybody's been kind of holding their breath. I believe that Randy Massey has gotten exactly the same number of votes this time as he did. I've got him. I think if I didn't say, I'm going to look at my sheet here. I think he got 1,385. I know he got 1,385 this time. Let me go look. I think I said earlier that he got 1,385 votes, and that would be amazing, wouldn't it? How you don't think you could do that if you tried? If you tried to, right? Let's see. Let me look if I can get it to do right. Here we go. So Randy Massey back in 2020. What did I say? 13. Oh, okay, not exactly the number. He had 1,350 back then. So 1,385. He gained 35 votes here in the last 4 years. Randy Massey did. Randy got the top number of votes at 1,385. Ricky Keith got the second top vote, 1,331. Larry Worsham with 1,196, and Janice Marks Tucker with 1,194. Once again, a 2-vote difference. And those 2-vote differences are really, and there, like I said, this is 14 out of 15. I don't know what the other one is right now. So we'll have to find out for sure. I think that one usually is just like an absentee or something. So that's because I think all 14 of our precincts have reported. And right now we got Randy Massey, 1,385, Ricky Keith, 1,331, Larry Worsham at 1,196, and Janice Marks Tucker at 1,194. Now, just like I said on Ardmore, yeah, right now Larry Worsham is the third seat. But we just, when you got 2 votes, and that's pretty interesting because Janice Tucker got put out lost by 2 votes in the 2022 election to Pat Miles. So, I mean, that's how close that is. So it held up. Those 2 votes held up like in 2022, and they're probably going to hold up here too. But I don't like to call anything that's that close because I'm not official and everybody gets mad at me. So, so anyway, in the House of Representatives, for Giles County's vote, 10,181 votes, over 80% for Clay Doggett. 10,181 votes for Clay Doggett in Giles County. Jason Lutcher with 2404. In the state Senate, District 28, Joey Hensley, 9,825. That's 78% over James Dallas with 2,661. In the House of Representatives, Desjarlais, 9,248, 76%. 2,467, 20% for Victoria Isabel Broderick. Hold on, let me see. My boss is texting me here. Yeah, it was like a property rights. That's right. That 15th box is like a property rights box out of Linville or something like that. It was something way out there. So these are the numbers. These are your final numbers. Marsha Blackburn, 10,027 in Giles County. She's been called. That's been called. And Tennessee has been called for Trump advance. Giles County, 10,394. Harrison Walls, 2,974. So, Giles, congratulations, Giles County. You did a good job voting for this sales and use tax, and we'll have Evan on here in a minute to talk about that. Congratulations to Jim Bonner, Jim Bonner, Wayne Harville, and right now Harry Fortenberry. Those are the three top vote getters on the numbers as they are right now. And this will all be verified and official when the election commission meets. You got that? You're gonna go to that meeting, aren't you?
Yeah.
When is that?
It's not too far. Next week, I believe.
Yeah.
It's next week. Yeah.
Yeah, sometime next week they will verify all these numbers. I'm just giving you the numbers that we got right now. So don't call me. Don't come looking for me if it's wrong. But so right now, the three top vote getters in Ardmore: Jim Bonner, Wayne Harville, Harry Fortenberry. Next after Harry Fortenberry by 2 votes is Sherry Hunt. In the city of Pulaski, it's a lot the same. Top vote getters: Randy Massey, 1385, Ricky Key, 1331, and Larry Worsham, 1196. Those are your top 3 vote getters. Right behind Larry, though, Janice Marks Tucker, 1,194, 2 vote difference, which is to me is amazing that you can lose by 2 votes, 2 different elections. That's crazy. 10,181 votes for Clay Doggett. And so those are your main local folks, local races, and how amazing is that? So here's what we're going to do. Well, those are pretty much your numbers. We're going to take we're going to take a quick break again. I may not go through all of them. I'm going to get one of these guys that are in here to come in here and sit down, and we'll talk to them for just a few minutes and let them talk about how the race went for them, and talk about their experience, and maybe say a thank you or two to some folks. So we'll be right back in just a few minutes. You're listening to Pulaski Citizen Live's coverage of election night.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPam.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski.
All Right. Welcome back in. We're going to cut that spot break just a little short as we've got Evan Badura here. Evan was one of the group of folks, and they have chosen Evan to be the spokesman tonight because I don't know. Do you talk?
I just live closer.
You just live closer.
I could be down here sooner. To be honest, when I left the house, we only knew the early vote numbers, and I didn't want to jinx it by coming down here.
I got afraid when you asked that on the comments. I was like, oh man, I think I'm jinxing them, so I backed off a little bit. But it was going to take a mammoth voting day to turn a 59% lead around, and you did lose a few points in the ballot box. But at the end of the day, with all 14 of the precincts reporting, you've got 56.85% for and 43.15% against. That's 5,524 votes for out of District 1 through 5. And Giles County sales and use tax referendum has passed.
Well, I'd like to congratulate everybody involved. And I was thinking, although it wasn't official on my way down here, the Giles County citizens need to be thanked for their receptiveness to this this time around. Yeah, it's sometimes when old arguments resurface, it doesn't really go anywhere different, but I'm just really proud of everyone for being open to the message. And not only that, telling a friend. Apparently, folks spread the word and did their best to encourage others to vote for it.
I really like what you guys did this time. I've been kind of involved with trying to, I guess, sell this thing from the 2 previous times, right? And this time it was more of a grassroots, I feel like, effort. You went and got kids involved. You went and got teachers involved. You went and got people out in the outside in the communities like Minor Hill and Elkton and teachers and people that are educators. And I love what you guys did. And I think it worked out really well. And obviously the success was there. So,
well, thank you, Scott. I have to mention, we're the volunteer state. The committee that was really spearheading this is called Volunteers for GC Schools, Giles County Schools. And we couldn't have put out all those signs and, had a website for people to learn more if it hadn't been for our donors. I, would sit here and name them all, but I think they're the type of folks they prefer just to remain anonymous. But I appreciate the people who financially contributed to making this happen. But also the volunteers themselves. Lauren Holly Cox, our treasurer, Tracy Wallace, one of our teacher leaders on the committee, Knox Vanderpool and Aaron Curry were instrumental in this. Jan Beecham helped us get out the word in the Elkton area. So we really, had the best ground game we could to just really revisit a message that I think Giles County has. I'm thankful that everyone's receptive and, saw the light here.
I'm thankful it passed. I've been saying it since it became available to start voting for again. It is the biggest no-brainer that was ever. But you had to get people to get past the idea of a tax, and really, that's not what it was. It was actually bringing in money that you should be getting anyway. So, and y'all did a great job of selling it. And congratulations to you guys for the hard work you did and the result you got. But you're right. It's 100% the people in this county finally being willing to listen and understanding and wanting to hear and understand what was being said. So I agree 100%. Good job.
Thank you for all the awareness you've brought to the issues.
Well, I'm just doing my job. But you guys, like you said, y'all are volunteers. Y'all putting it out there for Giles County. So congratulations to all you guys and your committee. And congratulations, Giles County, because you just gave your school system $400,000 a year at least.
Yeah. When you said earlier, probably more than $400,000 a year, it does look like this year's number is closer to $500,000. Right. So, and this is obviously a number that would, in theory, just grow with inflation. As more money spent throughout time, more money goes to the schools.
That's exactly right. So thank you guys for y'all's hard work.
Thank you all.
What you did. Thank you to the people of Giles County for that. I'm going to stop and take another quick break. I got one other candidate at this time. I do invite, if you're going to come and get on the air with us, you need to come on, because if nobody's sitting in one of those chairs, I'm going to the house. All right, so we'll be back here in just a few minutes on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Thank you.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, We're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPam.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburr and Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburrinsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and
All right, welcome back into the Pulaski Citizen Live election night coverage. We've given you the full report of the all the precincts reporting. We got the totals, 13,657 total voters. And I've got with me Alderman Larry Worsham. And Larry is one of the three people that got the highest vote totals in the city of Pulaski. Right. You had Randy Massey, Ricky Keith, Larry Worsham, and Janice Marks Tucker running for 3 seats. And as we've talked about, it's kind of tight, but still, Larry has the lead. And unless something crazy happens, Larry, you've won re-election. Congratulations! You've been doing this a while, going all the way back to whenever I started working at the newspaper back in the mid '90s.
Right.
You were on the county commission, so talk about your experience, how it looks with in as far as compared to what you've done in the past, and just what you want to say to the people of Pulaski.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for allowing me to be here tonight.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'd also like to thank the voters, the people that voted for me. I really appreciate this. It's really an honor and a privilege to serve.
Yeah, I agree.
I have served, as you mentioned, I've served since 1990. I was on the county commission for a long time and decided to move over to the city side of things. Really enjoy serving the people. Really enjoy seeing positive change.
Yeah,
helping people.
And you sing a lot of it in your time, right?
Right, I have. Yeah, and I also want to congratulate Ricky and Randy. I think we have a very good city council. We work well together. We're working on a lot of things, trying to upgrade and maintain our facilities, and just trying to get this thing on the right track and be ready for the growth that we all believe is coming.
Right. And I will say this, I've been working with JJ. It's just been hard for us to get it all together on an article that kind of encapsulate what all you guys have done over the last just since February.
Yeah.
We did a progress edition in February, but there's been so much going on that we needed to do another one. So that's coming up in the newspaper in the next couple of weeks. So,
Good.
So yeah, what you're saying is right. Y'all have really set the table for what can really be
right.
Some real growth.
You have to spend money to unfortunately, you have to spend money to upgrade things and maintain along the way.
Yeah.
But hey, that's part of it.
That's right. Well, Larry, I appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate your service, and I'll see you at the city council meeting.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
I'll be there.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right, bye. All right, guys. So here's what we're going to do as Larry works his way out of here. Chandler's going to come back in a few minutes. We're going to take another break. Last call, by the way, for you guys out there. Anybody that wants to come and just say thank you to the voters, whatever you'd like to say. We are right up here on the square, 101 South 1st Street at the Pulaski Citizen offices. Thank Evan for coming in. Thank Larry for coming in. We'd love to have anybody who wants to come by and say thank you to the voters. And but I'll tell you what, if for some reason you don't get a chance to come up here and you would like to say something in our newspaper article, because guess what? We're going to still cover all this in the newspaper. And matter of fact, Chandler's going to write the story. So you can call us here at the newspaper, whatever, and we'll get your thank you quote if you want to send one to us. And Chandler will put that right in his article, won't you, Chandler?
Oh yeah, I will.
Oh yeah. All right. So we're going to take another quick break. Give anybody another chance that wants to come rolling in here and see if there's anybody that wants to say something before we shut her down here at the Pulaski Citizen Live. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPM.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburn & Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburininsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
All right, here we come. We are right back here in Pulaski Citizen Live. I want to make a little clarification. I hope Larry's still listening, because that last thing we got that I couldn't understand was the property rights vote in Pulaski. 91 property rights votes that were cast in Pulaski. Those are people that own property in Pulaski but don't live in Pulaski. They can vote, right? So actually, Larry gained another 50 votes in that property rights. So that puts him, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, gives him even more of a lead, and definitely ends up with Larry being that third seat. As Larry was here, we knew he had that two lead, but I think we got him.
You feel a whole lot better with more than 2
picked
votes.
up a few more there in those property rights votes. Randy got 73. Randy Massey, Ricky Keith got 65. Actually, Larry got 72 in that, so he was the second vote getter in that property rights box. And then Janice Marks Tucker came in with 21. So there you go. That tells you that little story. Thank you for, and I want to again say thank you to the Election Commission office. They did such a good job of getting the stuff out. I know it's been it has been, when you have this many people going to vote, 13,000 something people out, although there's still another 7,000 almost out there that didn't vote in Giles County. Where were you guys? What were y'all doing? I mean, good night. Did y'all not know there was an election going on?
They were at the Bridgeforth game.
They were at the Bridge. Did we get in the finals? Mark came in.
I don't remember the exact numbers, but Richland, I believe, did pull out with the
Richland boys won and girls won.
Girls won. Yeah.
Okay, so Richland sweeps Bridgeforth at Bridgeforth, and we had that. And you can go back and listen to that, by the way, on Mixler. Go to Mixler.com, search PCL GCHS, and you can go back and listen to that broadcast. So
he said it was a crazy game, so definitely wanted to listen to it.
Yeah, we're getting basketball underway now. That's Bridgeport. That's our middle school. That's our first basketball game. We got Richland and Giles County both hosting playoff games Friday night, and we'll have both of those on Pulaski Citizen Live. Make sure you tune in and listen to that, and pick up and find out how our local teams are doing. And also, don't forget Veterans Day. We're going to have right here on Pulaski Citizen Facebook, Pulaski Citizen Live YouTube. We will have the Veterans Day parade and ceremony. And what else did I say we were going to have? We got all kinds of stuff going on. So just always be watching our social medias, watch the newspaper, watch our website. We've always got this stuff, and everything that you see us doing Pulaski Citizen Live, guess what? It also goes in the newspaper. Because believe it or not, we're still a newspaper. We still put out a newspaper, and my partner here is writing most of our stories now. So if you want to know what's going on, y'all going to have to stop asking me. You're going to have to start asking him. Looking real quick at the numbers in the Fox News projections at this point, they've called.
I believe it's Utah that they called. No swing states have been called yet.
205 for Trump, 117 for Harris. But I'm telling y'all, when that ribbon of West Coast goes all blue up the left side there, it changes everything.
So it's Montana, Wyoming, and Utah they've called. So those are the last 3 give me states for Trump.
Everything's going to, like I said, once California, Oregon, Washington, all of those kick in. Colorado's already been called. Once you get those 3, because there's a lot of electoral votes running up and down that West Coast. So this election's far from over, man. We hope you guys and I will go back to what I said before. I promise I'm not going to get up on my soapbox, but let's just all remember that once we get this election out of the way, we still live with each other. We still love each other. And let's treat each other with respect and love that the good Lord's asked us to do.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, as I said, Jesus is on the throne no matter who's in the White House. So thank you guys for listening to us here on Pulaski Citizen Live. I'm Scott Stewart.
I'm Chandler Harmon.
And we'll be back the next time we have an election or before. It just depends on what's going on. Thank you guys. We'll see y'all soon.